Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Agustin. I'm from English department in Majapahit-UNIM-PBING. So at this moment, I will represent my research proposal, and the title is Using Storytelling Technique to Teaching Listening Skill. There are three chapters of this research: Introduction, Literature Review, and Research Design. Chapter 1, Introduction, Background of Study. Why listening? Because Margaret in 1988 said that listening can be considered as the first step in learning a language. It means that language learning initially highly depends on listening skill. The second one, by Cameron, he said that listening is the receptive use of language, and since the goal is to make sense of the speech, the focus is on the meaning rather than language. By having good listening skill, we could prevent the misunderstanding problem and also could accept what people say accurately. And the third is by Tomlinson. He defined that listening as an act hearing attentively. This suggests that listening process requires serious attention to build an interactive conversation. We know that English has four skills that students must understand, such as listening, writing, reading, and speaking. Listening skill provides a large contribution to improve other skills. Therefore, learning listening skill must be paid more attention as well as other skills. This has not been carried out well in some schools. It is because facing basic problems such as students who do not practice, or because the lack of vocabulary and the technique that the teacher uses in teaching are not suitable for students. Why storytelling? According to Alice Brewster, storytelling technique can motivate students to develop positive attitude toward the foreign language and language learning. Also accentuated by Yadav, it is understood that stories narrative have been shared in every culture as means of entertainment, education, cultural preservation, and instilling moral values. And Alice again points that stories is motivating and fun. Listening to story in class is shared social experience. Regarding the statement that I said before, that it can be concluded that storytelling can be media to teaching, especially to teaching listening. Problem statement. In this research, the problem statement is how is the effectiveness using storytelling to teaching the students listening skill at the 9th grade at junior high school level. The objective of the study, to know the effectiveness using storytelling to teaching students listening skill at the 9th grade at junior high school level. Significance of the study. For teacher, the English teacher will get more information about listening storytelling that can be used as learning media in the classroom. For students, it is hoped that students will get more motivation to improve their listening skill, especially by using storytelling as a strategy. For other researchers, by conducting this study, it is hoped it can provide support and motivation for other researchers who need to do the research. And for the writer, the result of this study will answer the question which is the basic of the research. Next, definition of key term, teaching. Teaching is showing or helping someone to learn how to do something, giving instruction, guiding in the study something, providing with knowledge, teaching to know, understand. By Brown in 2001. Next is listening. Listening is the active and dynamic process of attending, perceiving, interpreting, remembering, and responding to express, verbal and non-verbal needs, concerns, information offered by other human beings. By Purdy in 1997. Next is storytelling. According to Rahayu, storytelling is the activities to tell something about actual experiences, or fan as well as fictitious results. Literature review. This is move to chapter 2. Definition of listening. According to Hagelson, listening is an active, purposeful, making sense of what we hear. More often we hear, more often we understand something. According to Hamoda, listening comprehension refers to the understanding of what listener has heard. In their ability to repeat what they heard. Purposes of listening. Brown and Yulee in 1983 divided the purposes into two main categories, interactional and transactional. Interactional is the kind of social communication that we frequently carry out when we talk to our friends. Transactional refers to trying to obtain, exchange information. Storytelling. Definition of storytelling is an oral activity to grab audience attention by using multisensory steering emotion of an even story. It involves improvisation in telling story, facial gesture, and body movement. So the next is review related study. So the difference between this journal with my research. For the first and second journal have different level. For the third journal have different scale. This research refers to learning vocabulary, while my research is listening skill. And for the fourth journal have different methods. This research use explanatory mixed method design, while my research using quantitative methods. Chapter 3, Research Design, Context of the Study. The study will be conducted at Mojokerto 1 Junior High School, which is located at Jalan Pasinan, Japon, Kecamatan Mojokerto, Mojokerto, Jawa Timur. Subject of the study. The participants of the study are whole students at 9th grade, Class B, totaling 32 students. Research method. This research using quantitative method and use pre-experimental group design. Sugiono said that pre-experimental design is a design that includes only one group or class that given pre and post test. Technique of collecting data. This research using pre-test and post-test one group. According to K and I Russian, one group pre-test post-test design is design that involves a single group in which it is pre-tested, exposed treatment, and post-test. Technique of analyzing data using descriptive analysis. Descriptive analysis are brief descriptive coefficients that summarize given data set, which can be either representation of the entire or sample of population. So, technique validating data using content validity. According to Henning, content validity is the concern with the whether or not and the content of the test is sufficiently representative, the comprehensive for the test to be valid measure of what it is supposed to measure. This is the time. The research starts at June and the end of December. And this is the references that I use in this presentation. I think enough for me to explain my research proposal. Thanks for watching and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.